With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. For the season series between these two teams, the Bucks came away empty-handed in the last matchup against the Bulls.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost them.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. And it's McDermott in at the 3, the small forward. And it's Butler missing.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
Carter Williams with it. Middleton outside. Here's Monroe. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season. Won the Most Improved Player of the Year award. Really picking up his production in his 4th season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
Now here's Carter Williams after the miss from Pau Gasol. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound by Rose. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Nice shot by McDermott.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Jason Kidd. What'd you find out, Doris?
One player he doesn't want to overlook is Pau Gasol. He said Pau has that hook shot that is nearly impossible to guard, and that most of their defense on Pau will be centered around denying him the ball and forcing him to catch it away from the basket. We'll see if they can execute that plan, guys.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Monroe. Butler with the steal. For the finish, hammers it in after taking it the length of the floor.
It's as if the defense just let him go.
He'll thank them for that because he got a chance to perform a little razzle-dazzle on that one.
Now here's Carter Williams to the inside. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Parker with a clean look and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Here's Rose. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. The shot by Middleton, wide open, kept alive. And that one's good. 6 points for Jabari Parker.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
On its way from Rose for 2, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
Here's Rose after the made shot from Greg Monroe. Fires for 3, and that's good for Derrick Rose for 3. Rose has got 5. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
Wow.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Parker. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner. That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And it's Middleton penetrating. No good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
You just have to admire the versatility they were able to display offensively.
Scoring came from every direction, all over the place. I mean, if one approach didn't work for them, they found another one that did.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Plumlee, he's checked in for Monroe. Mayo comes in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. And the Bucks with possession here. They trail by 1. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group. Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Feeds it to Mayo. Double team on Parker to the inside. Launches a 3. The kick out to RuggerTheCub's. To the middle. Another shot. And it's laid in by Parker. Parker's got 10 points in the game.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense. They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward. The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop. This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way. You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this. Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Bulls lead by 4. And all right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
Bucks trail by 4. And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Jared Bayless is out there with Vasquez. Then it's Greg Monroe. Then it's Miles Plumlee. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight. And that also builds confidence and gives you momentum. And boy, how good was Chris Middleton last season? I mean, always a deep shooter who could stretch the floor. He hits the weight room in the offseason and became a much stronger defender. Now, he's one of the more promising 3-and-D guys in the league.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And for Chris Middleton last season, he went up in points, assists, rebounds, but went down in turnovers.
Boy, what an improvement for this young man. A late bloomer. I liked him when he was at Texas A&M, still growing into his body, playing with great confidence, and he can spray that thing from 3. I like his promise.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Carter-Williams, he's checked in for Jared Bayless. And Chicago also making a switch. Gibson's checked in. Middleton dishes to Monroe. Soft touch off the glass. Monroe's got 6.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And it's Ejuan Moore with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Pau Gasol's checked in for Noah. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. And it's Ejuan Moore with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Gibson with the steal. In transition, here come the Bulls. Here's Butler, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
The shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. Drills the three-pointer. Carter Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there. Chicago leading by 6. And Moore kicks to McDermott. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. McDermott's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Bulls. Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. There's the screen. Moore against Carter Williams. Middleton outside. Here's the 3. Gasol with the rebound.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
The lead pushed to double digits. And it's an 11-point Chicago lead.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
And the Bucks with some changes. Parker comes in for Plumlee, and Giannis Antetokounmpo is subbed in for Vasquez. Rose is checked in for the Bulls. Carter Williams kicks to Middleton. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Middleton's got his second basket of the game. Chicago leading by 9. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
And a moment to see numbers for Carter Williams. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
Well, you want a guy to come in who knows how to run the offense intelligently, and that's exactly what he does. Kind of like how you ran things, Greg.
O.J. Mayo is checked in for the Bucks. And the Bulls making a change also. Portis, he's checked in for Doug McDermott.
And what a double-double machine Greg Monroe is becoming. Top 6 for power forwards last season. Top 5 for centers. And his game is only continuing to evolve.
Well, Greg, the thing about Monroe, we knew he was a prolific scorer and a rebounder when he was a 5-star recruit out of high school. So, Clark, this is nothing new for him.
I think what you see, Kevin, is the added muscle coming into play and benefiting. He's just an average athlete, but being stronger makes him more effective.
Now, Parker, after Jimmy Butler missed from long range. Well, for Jabari Parker in his rookie year, not the kind of NBA career start that he wanted. Played great. Was probably the rookie of the year up until the time he was injured, blowing the knee and cutting his season short.
A great call. He definitely would have had a great chance.
Okay,
really just made a transition seamlessly. Very efficient as a rookie before that injury, but which was a really tough thing to watch for anyone as he was showing so much promise early on in his career.
And for Parker, he could have been in the Rookie of the Year running with this play, scoring just over 12 points a game and shooting almost 50% before the injury ended his season.
And the Bulls making a change here. Mirotic is checked in.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
The drive by Monroe, and again, the Bucks miss.
And even in the short glimpses of last season, you can see that Parker was the real deal. I mean, he had no problem finding ways to score. And even with his injury setback, he should be a great player for years to come.
Carter Williams against Rose. Monroe with a screen on Rose. Here's Carter Williams. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Chicago making a switch here. Noah's checked in. The Bucks have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
They've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in this second.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, an understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
Getting back to Rose, it's his extraordinary handle that allows him to get anywhere on the floor. Such confidence in the way he dribbles and drives, whether it's getting up in a position to set up a teammate, take it himself. He's the one very best at controlling that ball.
It's a great point. I mean, guys like D. Rose, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kyrie, they all have maximized that skill. I mean, the thing that separates him and puts him in that Russell Westbrook category is the pure physical strength. When healthy, he's able to play with.
Here is Rose after the basket by Milwaukee. And it's Butler missing.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Down low. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Parker.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in a hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding. They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, defensively, you have got to close out and contest. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, you can't give up those looks that often.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Rose goes in. Here's Mirotic. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 4 assists in the game. Here is Bayless. He's covered by Rose. Little turnaround. That one a little long.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And that concludes the first half. It's Chicago. They're up by 10. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. An outstanding first quarter for Derrick Rose. He had 13 points, 4 assists, and 1 steal. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Bulls?
You know what, Ernie, I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life. You got to love seeing that kind of contribution come from the others. Man, they look beautiful tonight.
And over to Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks.
Well, they're facing a very hot team in the first half. I mean, guys are shooting the ball lights out. But you have to do more to get stops. I mean, tough defense is the key. And if you put pressure on the ball and more bodying up down low, that's going to establish more aggressive tone that might shut them down in the second half.
All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the second half of our game. Kevin Harlan ready with the call.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
What a game for Parker. He has 15 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
He's not afraid to mix it up there in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work.
All right. Here I am. My name is Maddie. I'm back. Ready to stream. Had some fun stuff happen. Getting that first half done. I'm playing in Chicago. Computer's playing it in the Milwaukee Bucks. And guess what? I have had some trouble keeping my lead in this game. I'll tell you what. Whoop. Of course, shooting foul. All right. Pretty fun so far. Having a good time.
He really is. I love the fact that he can do so much.
Got stuff going on.
He can pop out and knock down the 15-footer.
Rocking it on all cylinders, or at least trying.
At his size, those are skills that have served him and his teams well.
And it's Rose.
We'll see, boom.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in.
Boom.
It looks
All right.
like a little deeper
That's looking
with
good.
the hanging finish.
Kind of fun. Derrick Rose, 15 points, 2 rebounds, 4
Special thanks
assists.
to Kia for that
Scores
sweet
40
Kia
to 50.
Slam Camry
5 minutes
Milwaukee
and a
with the
half to
ball.
play.
After the
Oh,
Bulls
man.
pick up 2.
Sometimes you get that easy one.
Nice
Man. You're
pass,
trying to set
great
up.
catch, even better finish.
Here's Rose.
All right.
15 points in the game. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
There
Rose
we
has
go.
got 17
Another
now.
one. Why not?
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Come on.
And Parker, here we go. It's
Okay.
good for his 8th
Last
consecutive
two
basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
Bucks they got on me. Last 2 buckets they got on me were pretty easy as buckets go. Ooh, my God.
Right side Gibson, a 3-ball.
Do I have it? No, I don't. See, I
And
messed up.
Milwaukee the other
Okay.
way now. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Monroe sets a screen for Antetokounmpo.
What do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
Got a piece of it. Here's Parker, and they convert it last on attempt number 3. Parker's got 19 points.
You know, I love NBA 2K16. One of my favorite games I've ever played.
And the first time out
Sorry,
of the
it's
game
sort of a
called
frustrating
for
morning. I don't know if I should be
Jabari Parker
broadcasting
as a
on a
rookie drafted
microphone.
number 2 overall behind Andrew Wiggins. Clark, there was much debate
Just need
about
something to do
which
sometimes,
of these
you know?
players, which of these prospects would be
Wow.
better
All the
NBA
way up
players.
by,
What do you think?
Well, I think both showed they're very
Boy, the
capable of being
animations on this
stars in
game
the
are
league. Parker got
incredible.
off to
I'll
a
tell you
great
what, they're
start,
very well
averaging
varied
30
as well.
minutes a game until,
Anyway, just need
unfortunately,
something to
he
do. Just not
had
sure if
ACL, and
me
Wiggins
being in the
conversely
shape
went on
I'm
to
in
have
this
a big-time
morning is
season,
good
winning
for
Rookie of the Year.
biz.
And when you
Jeez,
compare
man.
Wiggins
Oh,
and
my
Parker,
Lord.
really
There we
two
go.
different types of
See,
players.
and
I mean,
I tell you what,
Wiggins has that
every time.
unmatchable athleticism.
Oh, man.
Parker meets you with an incredible
Every
skill
time. I
and
think I got him
passion.
pretty well sealed
Also,
up. They go and pull
tremendous
something like
maturity
that.
for
And,
such a young player.
you know,
Butler goes in. And
Boom!
that one is
Butler.
shot right through.
Just
good D
Mr.
on them.
Reliable again here
On the
today,
computer,
Kevin.
that
I mean,
is.
they
And
need his
every
points,
time I think I got
and
them
he's
sealed up, they go and
producing.
pull something else. Well, I guess, you know, it's
Carter
got to be a
Williams, the
challenge.
pass to Plumlee.
See what happens. See what
Dishes it to
happens. Here we go.
Antetokounmpo.
Whoa.
Soft
Yeah, and I
touch
just
off
let
the
him have that one.
Antetokounmpo's got his first points of the night.
Overstepped.
And, you know, going back to Parker versus Wiggins, guys, I mean, that debate could last a long time. Both guys have the look of perennial all-stars. It could be the number of championship rings that ultimately separates them.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Bucks trail by 9.
Okay.
Carter Williams dishes to Antetokounmpo. The shot is off. Great D that time from Gibson. To the paint.
Damn it, see? I can't believe I just
Moore
gave
against
that.
Carter
possession.
Williams. And the shot is good.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Carter Williams has got 4 this quarter.
Really got to
He's
stay
doing
on
his
top
best
of
to
it
carry
now.
him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
And that one's good. And the Bulls lead by 9. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Vasquez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Joakim Noah's checked in for the Bulls. For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Carter Williams kicks to Antetokounmpo. For 3, Middleton, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo
Tough three to
as
get.
that one goes in.
Sorry, dude. I have been quiet.
Antetokounmpo's got 6
I don't know what
assists here
happened this
tonight.
morning. What a rough morning it was
Moore
for your old
passes to
pal,
Butler.
Matty. I'll tell you what. Let's just go ahead and do a
From
3
deep
for Butler
three-point
and see how it
range,
goes.
good
Oh,
for
my
his
God.
8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Butler's at 17
10 for
points,
10
2
right
assists.
there, huh,
I'm
guys?
telling you what,
Didn't
if
take
you are
him
playing
long
this
at all,
game
fellas,
and you want to be
Get
successful,
those 3 points back.
I am not an expert at this game, but I can say that
Plumlee
if
sets
you
the
run a
pick for
game
Antetokounmpo.
where you're trying to do
They set the
assists,
pick.
help everybody out, and just play serious physical defense and stay on the
Chicago
ball,
grabs the miss.
you're going to win.
Noah's got 3
I can only
rebounds now
imagine
in
what
this
it's
one.
like if you're somebody who's been playing this game for just years and is
Three-pointer.
basically an expert, which I, of course, am not.
Milwaukee with the rebound.
This game first came out with the whole brand of
1:57
Jordan
left in
a
the
few years
third.
ago. I was all in,
Plumlee
and I
dishes
got
to
it.
Carter
Let's see, what was
Williams.
that, 2K11? I got it and played as Jordan, and I was, of course, in love with it.
They get it again.
Oh, man.
And it will go, and the Bulls lead is cut to just 7 points.
But more or less, that was it. You know, I didn't really
His
give
hard
much
work
thought
on
to
the
it after
backboard
that.
really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Gibson. Second shot opportunity. Off the
Okay.
left rim and out.
Offensive rebound and everything. I still couldn't pull it off. All right.
With the release.
And Greg, that has
So here I am trying to get things done. Anyhow.
Shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
So if you're somebody who's been playing for a lot of years on this game, I would imagine you have your own system. I haven't been. I've just been casually playing it and trying to learn the system. One of the tougher systems to learn as far as sports games are concerned. But a very fulfilling game nonetheless. Very fun. But again, running this game off of assists, physical defense, I think you're going to do good. Just trying to be Mr. Shots. There's no guarantee you're going to do too well, as I found out the first part of my little playing experience here.
Antetokounmpo against Butler. Butler with the steal. The finish and the
There we
dunk by
go.
Rose.
See, look at that. Breakaway and an assist. Okay.
On the steal and then just mad hops.
Anyway, if anybody
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
has any like tips or any ideas, anything to try, please let me know. I'm interested. I love sports games. I can't say I'm an expert like Madden Mastermind or something, but I can say that I have enough fun with them to know what works and what doesn't. That's for sure.
In bunches on that two-hand.
And it's
Oh man,
that's clearly a lack of composure going up for that shot. I mean,
boy, I should not have picked up the microphone today because I am not in a talkative mood today. I should not have done it.
And he banks in the lane.
Okay, here we go. About to lose my lead.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys too.
Portis,
There we go. Nice assist
from
right
Noah. Portis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes.
Nice spin, though.
Like conducting an orchestra.
All right.
Come on, Bradley Center. You better make some noise for your energy.
The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back.
Sorry, I was yawning.
The Bulls leading by 8. Monroe is out there with Jabari Parker. Then it's Chris Middleton.
No! Oh my God, what a stupid pass on my part.
In at the 2-guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
You got a ball game now, fellas.
Hoping to get. See, I try to get every player, at least 6 points, and every player at least 2 assists. Does great for your team chemistry, and as far as I know, it also affects your fan interest statistic. If you're playing a season.
No luck, they battled on the glass,
Wow, look
but
at all
couldn't
those
knock it down.
rebounds.
Well, the Bulls shooting a
Okay, let's do a
63% from the field.
Miritich.
Here's Miritich.
See how we
and it's
do.
in
Okay,
off the
we're not
backboard.
banking it. The bank is open, like the badge always says. Oh,
And you know, it's only
Miritich
getting better as both of these teams'
not bad.
defenses are starting to show
Come on, see,
signs
Gasol
of
has
wearing
0
down.
points in
And
this.
that one's good.
That's what I was trying to do. Get him.
Man, have they been
Let's go.
effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Rose, no
Ooh.
good.
Boy, I tell you what, guys,
Okay,
he's an
that was
extremely
stupid, though.
strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to
Should've just
power
went for
that
3.
through the defense.
Middleton against Rose. Middleton left side. He dishes it to Parker. Puts
Oh
up
man,
the
I see.
baby hook.
Just got a steal and I
Another miss by
still
Middleton.
couldn't
Well,
hold
he
on
just
to it.
hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And here's Rose outside. Rose with
Oh,
another
man.
miss.
And I
Gotta try and catch up that lead, and for some reason I just can't make it happen.
What he did in the first
I like
half.
to get a big lead
And
going so
Bayless
that way I
kicks
can
to
start
Parker.
experimenting with different things.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
Right
Parker's
now
got
I'm
23.
failing miserably.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
Chicago calls timeout. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
All right, timeout's over. So I just got Gibson with 2 points there. Taj Gibson.
Bucks trail by
Let's hope
6.
I can get some more happening. Okay, let's D up a little bit. A little more.
Now Carter Williams. There's a good screen. Monroe, the pass to Parker.
It was that good of a screen, jeez. I guess it was good enough to work, though, wasn't it? Okay.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be.
Come on now. Oh, yeah.
Tighten it up, fellas.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day.
We got Jimmy Butler with 23 points. Dermott was 14. Gasol with 0. That's what bugs me. I usually have Gasol when I'm 10.
Plenty of space. And it comes off the front of the rim.
All right, good rebound for Jimmy Butler. Over to Gibson, and he's got it. I think, yes, he does. Okay, good.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
D. Rose has got 6 assists, 19 points, and 2 rebounds. See, that's the kind of game you want to be having. You want to show the love, try and get things going. I'm trying to make steals happen, but as you can see, you get reaching fouls.
Checked in for Jared Bayless. On defense, Chicago. And here is Antetokounmpo. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That'll be his second foul of the game. Carter Williams kicks to Middleton. The Bucks working the ball around. And Gibson sends it back. And it will go. And the Bulls lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Monroe. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Rose kicks to Gasol.
There's that Gasol point that I needed.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Yeah, you bet it's the kind of pass a coach loves to see. All right.
5 of 10, 50%
All right.
from the field.
Oh boy, see, I just missed that wide open lane and almost missed it. Almost missed it. Oh God. And I missed it. Okay.
Goes back up. So he gets the whistle.
Didn't even foul him, I don't think, but whatever, you know.
Really an extraordinary game for Carter Williams. 10 points and a steal.
10 points and a steal makes this game extraordinary, I guess. So
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
All right, let's see here.
Yeah, also,
off to McDermott.
In terms of their fast break game, that's been equally as effective all night long. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more.
All right, Butler making his FT.
Nothing easy in
Foxtrot Tango.
Kind of a gradual occurrence, but I think it's clear that analytics are here to stay in the NBA. Every team now has at least some vesting into the analytics area. Some base a lot of their decisions on the number side of the game. Others have a more balanced approach.
.157 left in the fourth. Antetokounmpo against Butler.
Oh man, okay. Ugh, rough. All right, let's see if we can get going here.
He can do a little bit of everything out there.
All right, Gibson with 6 points now. Another assist for Rose, so that's looking pretty good. Looking good, feeling good. Let's do it, boys. Just going to skip through all this.
141 left in the
See how we're
fourth quarter.
feeling. All right.
.141 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Middleton rejected by Gasol.
Yeah, you bet he was.
Disappeared on him this quarter.
Oh, my God, what a stupid pass on my part. That has worked so many times, but it's also failed me so many times.
Parker passes to Antetokounmpo. Here's Middleton. And
Oh, my God. Okay. Well, hey, whatever. I'm a little rusty this morning.
Antetokounmpo's got his 8th assist here tonight. Stolen by Monroe. Here's Middleton. And the
Okay.
off the glass.
That was dumb.
Middleton's got 9 points here in the second half.
That was just a perfect
What are we going to
possession. Getting in
do? What are we
time
going to do?
for
We're going to shoot a 3? I'm thinking about it.
There's Rose with the 3. He watches it go
I
through
got
the
it.
hoop for his
Okay, so
8th make. Now
that
8
cushioned me
for
out a little
14.
bit.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams in their effectiveness from the three-point line.
It has been pronounced, no doubt about
See,
it.
I missed that
Definitely a
steal.
big factor to this point in the game. All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul.
Oh,
I mean, didn't
okay.
give them any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 8. And he is unable
Nope.
to get the
He
second
missed
one.
it. Okay,
Not
good.
nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
They get it back. Shots
Yes.
good by Gibson.
Gibson
And
again.
the Bulls lead by 10.
And now as the clock ticks
All
down,
right, let's see.
this is going
Gibson's
to end
up to 8
as
points
a
now, which I'm
solid
loving.
victory here for the Bulls.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong
Okay.
Yeah, I thought the subs came in and did an outstanding
Okay, I gotta
job.
admit.
Those points off the bench
My
were
defense
huge.
is sucking
And
a
on
little
the
bit
year,
today.
This will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided
Foxtrot,
season series thus
Tango,
far.
free
They've
throw
won 2
action.
Yep, 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very
Oh,
confident heading
Lord.
into those 2 games.
Let's
I
do
mean,
it.
when you look
Okay,
at the
there we
stats,
go.
You'll see just
I'm loving
how
it.
dominant a game
I'm
this
loving
was
it.
for Derrick Rose. He was
do it to it.
everywhere defensively,
Here we go.
offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Monroe. Damian Inglis comes in for Parker. O.J. Mayo, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Vasquez in for Carter Williams.
Oh, that was a
But
dumb.
that would have been lucky.
Dumb
had it
shot.
fallen. Poor shot selection.
Made by a big
Look at
dumb
the
dumb.
coach's
That's me.
face and the expression. It says
out of
all
bounds.
over it.
Also done by me.
Kidding me.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're losing by 10. There's 14 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Passes to Vasquez. And here's Mayo for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Moore right side. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
And the fans
Okay.
already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with
Here
the way
goes the
things
phone.
turned out
Hello.
today.
Well, Greg, this was a
Hello.
well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building
just-
and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots
I'm okay.
and controlling everything.
What's going on?
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now we'll send it down to
Okay.
Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Derek, you were able to maneuver in and out of the lane and handle many tough shooting situations. How did that become such a
Okay.
big part of your game?
That's something I'm used to, I guess. Just playing in the park, playing in the gym, trying to shoot crazy shots, and thank God they be going in.
Well done, Derek. Thank you. Guys, over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark, Craig, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And time now to head over to Ernie Johnson for the 2K postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
All right, so some. What do they call that? Like telemarketer
Thank
kind
you,
of thing?
Kevin,
It's
and now
called.
let's move on to the
pretty
presentation of our
interesting.
Jordan player of the game, Derrick Rose. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on.
All
a
right,
huge
great game. Blah blah blah. I'm
Well, he
sorry,
showed
I'm
just
just
how
not
good he can be when he's
feeling
at the
it
top of
today.
his
My
game.
heart's been kind
And
of
the
ripped out a
building
little bit
was
this
stunned.
morning.
You saw people leaving
Had a bad
early,
morning.
throwing popcorn, throwing hot
I just stopped
dogs,
playing video
stuff.
games to
So,
get my mind off it, and it has. I just I'm not as
a crowd
exciting on the
shut-down
microphone as I
performance.
normally am.
Man, that's what I'm talking about.
There's no doubt about it. This guy is a leader.